What's up, y'all? I just finished eating, so I'm catching the itis. But I was just thinking, Kamren Curl didn't get franchise tag, right? And it seems as though he may be moving on and trying to get picked up in free agency, right? So, at first, I thought this wasn't a good idea because I felt like we depended on Kamren Curl and he was doing great. And he was. Last season was probably his best season besides his first season, which he had 3 interceptions in. Besides that, he's been productive. And that's only because I'm looking at the PFF score from the one that they do when you look it up. But back to the important part. The important part is what I think the Commanders are doing. They're trying to get somebody that can, really make turnovers. I think that's really what we're trying to do, because I've been hearing rumors that they are interested in Justin Simmons. But I was thinking, like, why would you get rid of Kamren Curl, who is 24, and who has been proven that he can do a great job, and he had the second most tackles on the team, right? Second most tackles on the team, proving that he can do the job, get the job done, that he understands defenses and how to play a offense. He knows how to do a good job, right? I'm just thinking. Stay with me now. And to go out and get a Justin Simmons who is 30 years old. But when you look at his stats, you can see that he actually has been creating a lot of turnovers. He's forced 2 fumbles last season, had 3 interceptions, had 8 pass deflections, and that really shows a lot. Whereas Kamren Curl didn't have any interceptions, but he had a lot of tackles, but it just wasn't transitioning to turnovers all the time. So it was like he was making the plays, but I think what we're looking for is a dynamic player, a player that can really every play or almost every play, or not even almost every play, just have a lot more turnovers to where the offense can get the ball back in their hands. And I think that's what we're looking for. I think that's what the new defensive coordinator is looking for. I think that's what Dan Quinn is looking for. They're looking for people that can make plays. And like he said, this may not be for everybody, not for every player. And, because Kamren Curl has not played in their system and the new regime has just come in, like everybody is new and nobody has played with a Kamren Curl, it's hard to trust them and hard to want to give him money when he really hasn't, over the last 4 years, hasn't really shown a lot to really be like, okay, I'm going to give him this amount of money. To me, from the PFF score, I see that, he does great, and he does a decent amount. I mean, he's a great, I think he was picked in 7th round, I believe. But to get so much out of him as we did, I think that's been great. But I think we all know that we kind of got to spend more money on the offense because the offense is lacking right now. And I think right now they probably want to get – it's not about money. It's not about money, though. Because if they're willing to go get Justin Simmons and he just got paid – he just came off a contract where he was getting paid $15 million a year. So, and that was for 4 years at the Broncos. So it's not about money because from what he's done, and he's been to the Pro Bowl 2 times, are we going to sit here and say he's going to take less money? I don't know. I don't think he's going to take a huge pay cut. I don't think he's trying to do that. But if we can meet him in that 12 to 14 to 15 range, he'll be willing to pay. I mean, to willing to come here. That's if he wants to come here. But I'm just saying, we're going to have to give a lot of money, right? And if we're interested in him, why turn down Kamren Curl, who was going to get his first big contract, and we could have probably paid him probably like 12, even though the average is like 14 if we had franchise tagged him. But I'm just thinking, like, it couldn't have been money because you were going to have to pay somebody in free agency enough money to really fill that position. So enough money to be comfortable. And then you seeing as though the average is 14, and Justin Simmons has been proven to really get things done and make turnovers. If not interceptions, then pass deflection. If not pass deflections, then forced fumbles. And every year he has at least 2 interceptions. And that's right off the back. So, and just think about the person we have on our team, which is Kamren Curl, not Kamren Curl. Let's go Kamren Curl. Within the 4 years that he's been here, he's only had 3 interceptions. So that has not, really shown us that he can create turnovers every year and really make plays. Besides the pass deflections, that's cool. But, those turnovers is what we need. Not just stopping the play, turn it over, But for somebody like Justin Simmons, they got to be out here willing to pay this man a lot of money. Just because he's been proven and he's done it. And not only is he getting an offer from us, he's getting an offer from a lot of other teams, especially knowing that he's a great player. He's a great safety. So I don't think the situation was money. I think it was just the fact that Kamren Curl just wasn't creating a lot of turnovers like we needed. And, seeing as though he hasn't played with Dan Quinn and he's only played with the Commanders and their defensive coordinators, which was Jack Del Rio. Some may feel like he hasn't been exposed to a lot of things and they can find better. Why would I go out and pay this 7-round player who hasn't really shown that he can create a lot of turnovers or make a huge game change, Just because it was time for him to get paid don't mean they was going to pay him. You see what I'm saying? So maybe like a team like somebody's going to pick Kamren Curl up. I'm tell you that now. But somebody's going to pay him. But I don't think it's going to be the Commanders. And if they really felt like they wanted him, they would have got him. And, some teams, sometimes, depending on who you are and what, like, for example, Budda Baker, I think it was time for him to get paid. And I think they had got a different defensive coordinator. And I believe they did. I'm not sure. But I know they got a new offensive. I know they got a new head coach. But for them to it was time for him to get paid. And for them to get some new people and them decide to pay him, that meant a lot. That meant, okay, we seen your talent from afar. And we trust and believe that you are part of this defense. We know that this defense is not going to be great without you here. But for Kamren Curl, for example, I don't think it would be a huge difference if he's not there. I mean, of course, we had that reliability that, he'd go out there and make them tackles for us. And he led the league. He led our team. He was second in leading our team in tackles, but behind Cody Barton, who missed 3 games. And, as a linebacker, you expect them to get the most tackles. But for Kamren Curl, he was right there. He was neck to neck. He was close for getting the most tackles in the team. I think if he would have got the most tackles in the team, I still don't feel like that would have made a huge difference. But it all comes down to everything, making plays, making turnovers, and how does the team look at you, But everything is new. Offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, everybody is new, right? And they really just haven't had any faith in him just yet. They don't know him. So how can you put your faith in somebody you don't know, So in a sense, I felt like he was 24. We should have kept him, at least put him on franchise tag and just see how he works in this 1 year under Dan Quinn and Joe Witt Jr. See what happens, But, they must feel like we got some real nice people in the free agency, so they might want to go after, and then they might, even in the later rounds, might want to go after a safety. Or they might be trying to promote Jatavius Martin. They might be trying to promote him and get him in that starting position. He might be next. Last season he had 2 interceptions, and he showed that, he can do a lot more. And he did that with limited time, So And those 2 interceptions was crucial. It was definitely crucial. I think he had a game-winning interception. He had one in the preseason. He had one, I think, against, I forgot who it was, but he had 2 of them. And they made huge differences in the game. I can tell you that now. But I'm sure they want people like that on the team. And they was like, yo, we just went out and got Emmanuel Forbes and Jatavius Martin, so why are we not using these people? So they might want to just, push them to the front end. So and not really waste too much capital on the defense right now. But like I said, I don't think that's the issue though. But whoever we get in free agency, we'll figure out if money was the issue, depending on what type of contract they get or give. So, man, at first I thought this was a bad thing, but it might be a good thing because we all know what we need. We need a lot of offensive help, and the only way we can get that is by paying attention to it and really spending money where it need to be spent. So, I'm excited for the season, see where we go with this season. So, I can't really say I'm super happy. I can't really say I'm super mad. But I'm excited for what's happening. I'm gonna just keep y'all up to date on what's going on and how I feel about the situation. Cause at the end of the day, I wouldn't have got rid of Kamren Curl if I was playing a game. Would have not got rid of. I would have kept Kamren Curl on the team. I think he was a great asset, but they want to move in a different direction. Really get somebody that can make a lot of turnovers, and hopefully that's Justin Simmons. I don't know, because a lot of people look like they are interested in Justin Simmons. So, and as they should, but we're gonna see what happens. And I'm out.